Invite and broadcast. Boom. All right, we are on air.
Oh, didn't see you come in.
Love to live there.
Is there anybody in?
We're adjusting the camera. No one's here. Yeah, it's just us, but I think we are recording. Post broadcast video publicly. Posting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Broadcast video is live.
Hi everyone. Anybody here?
Nobody's here.
Okay.
I'll tell you people are here. But you can talk and make noise. Yeah, see, sound's coming through.
Hello.
Good.
Stop it.
All right, it's live on. So hey, Brian, when you go to my page, yeah, that's good. All right, so you're just watching.
How do I sound?
Oh, okay, because you're.
Yeah, I've got some headphones, so I can hear what it sounds like.
Without, yeah, there's the echo. Echo.
Oh yeah, it's terrible.
Oh, whoa, whoa. Okay, so we need to announce this.
I've got it posted somewhere, so I can get it shared.
Okay, great.
Anybody except for Brian in the room?
Brian's not in the room. Brian's only watching.
Oh, do we know if there's anybody watching?
There's nobody in the room.
Watching.
We don't know who's watching. People can watch, but you know, we don't know who has joined. I mean, we don't know who's watching, and it will be public.
Sean.
Yes.
Hey. Hi, on the way. Okay, so you stop. You talk in a second.
Hello, good morning everybody. It's almost 10 a.m., which means it's time to brew. Oh, it is 10 a.m.
Oh.
What?
You with this got bumped. Lost it. We lost the whole table.
Yeah, when just you're talking, there's a tiny bit of echo, but it sounds good.
Okay.
But this tape on this is an inefficient method.
Do you want to pull it back a little bit so it's...
Well, it's the microphone, so
I can project.
it's yeah.
Hi everybody. Is that good?
Yep.
For those of you that may be watching, just waiting to see if anybody actually joins the Hangout. All 10 slots are open. You can ask questions. You can ask me about my hair, which I know that you're all dying to know about, how I get it this way. Fashion advice, dating advice, tech support for television sets and high-end computing, sports analysis, movie reviews, recommendations for which car to purchase.
Hey, Tim Shea.
Hello.
Hi, Tim Shea. We don't know if there's anybody
Yeah,
watching.
so we're doing a Google Hangout on air.
Cool.
That's the camera.
I'm on air right now.
Sorry. We're broadcasting live.
But anybody in here?
Let's see. No, there's nobody in here.
Oh, that's good.
We don't know. I mean, there could be people watching.
Right, but we want people in the Hangout.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're broadcasting a
We're doing
Hangout.
the Hangout on air.
Just-
the
so
live. the live.
It doesn't show you who's watching on.
Yeah.
It shows you the number of people
Yes,
watching the
but
broadcast.
I don't see anywhere to see who's watching the broadcast.
Let me see.
Because he's watching it, and so.
And it doesn't show that
I
he's
just joined
watching.
the Hangout though, so I stopped watching it.
You did join the Hangout.
Yeah.
But I don't have you on this as joining the Hangout either.
Here, let me ask somebody right now.
Interesting. We're live, so this is fantastic troubleshooting as we go.
I'm literally walking over to Google, so I could probably ask them in person.
If you are watching, we don't know that. And so we're just, if you join the Hangout, which you should, you can ask me questions. I am a font of knowledge in general, literature, coffee, of course, women, men, raising children,
I have to go to your page and join the Hangout.
Hey, there you go. You just jumped into the Hangout. So that's fine.
Maybe the link that we gave doesn't actually.
Yeah, I had to go to your page.
Right. To join it. Right.
We need to make sure that these guys.
Hey, you guys, don't make any noise at all. Any noise. Okay, so Brian's joined the chat, but we have no idea how many people are watching.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to go for it. If you want to join the Google Hangout, the way to do it is how?
So people are leaving comments on my personal page
That you exist.
yes, that they're watching,
Okay, cool.
but they're not doing anything on this, so that's fine. That's totally
Well, let's
fine.
brew coffee then. It's time to brew coffee. Okay?
Yep, let's do it.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Want to make sure that you can hear me, so I'm going to project. This morning I want to show you guys, talk to you guys about the way that I like to brew Chemex coffee. Of course, there are many ways to go about this, to skin a cat, which is an unfortunate phrase. But I'm just going to show you the way that I like to do it. So first, let's talk a little bit about the tools that you will require in order to make delicious Chemex coffee. First, and perhaps most importantly, would be your Chemex. This is a beautiful hand-blown bottle. You can buy them at most boutique coffee stores. Your Chemex filters are double bonded and, of course, oxygen bleached. I always get the square ones because they have better structural integrity. You've got your grinder. In this case, fancy unit from Breville.
Because every time you make a noise, you take over the...
Burr grinder only. No blade grinders. We don't mess around with that. You also want a pouring kettle, or at least a kettle of some sort. And then the thing that you may not have known about is the scale. A gram scale with the capacity of somewhere around 2 to 4 kilos, because we're actually going to weigh our coffee and our water on the scale. So, to start out, I'm going to weigh my coffee, and there's a standard for coffee brewing called the gold cup, and the gold cup ratio for coffee brewing is 60 grams of coffee for every liter of water. In this case, I'm going to be brewing a half liter of coffee, so 30 grams of coffee. This is a really beautiful, fresh roasted Huila coffee from Colombia. So I take my engine coffee, throw it in the grinder, and I want to grind it all through. It's a little noisy, sorry. While that's happening, I'm actually going to pre-soak my Chemex filter, which actually serves two really important purposes. One is to remove dust from the filter so you don't get dust in your cup. And another is it actually helps the fibers of the filter expand and makes it more effective at filtering out the solids in your coffee. So now that I've rinsed my filter, excuse me, sir. Now that I've rinsed my filter, I'm going to go ahead and place the freshly roasted coffee back in here. I want to make sure that the bed is nice and even, so I'll sort of knock it around so that it is that way. Now I'm going to tear out my scale to 0, and the really nice thing about metric is that a kilogram of water by weight is actually 1 liter. So by that logic, a half liter would equal 500 grams of water. So I'm actually going to weigh my water rather than trying to eyeball it as I pour. And like I mentioned before, I'm going to use this nice Japanese pouring kettle to do it. This is a Hario kettle, which I really like. And the first part of my pour, I'm actually just going to try to evenly saturate the coffee grounds with water. And I'm going to let it off-gas CO2, which fresh coffee will have a lot of CO2. It should be bubbling. I'm going to let it off-gas CO2 for about 60 seconds before I start going full tilt. Now, you may want to know how much water you want to use to saturate. I actually usually just do double the weight of coffee. So I did 30 grams of coffee. I've got 60 grams for this pre-infusion here. Visually, what I'm looking for is I want the coffee to sort of puff out, almost like a souffle. And then when it starts to collapse and the bubbles of the surface start to pop, I know that we've sufficiently off-gassed and it's time to hit it with the rest of the water. So we're looking pretty good. So now I'm going to start to pour. Slow and steady is a good, general rule for your pour. So I'm just going to hit the center to start, and I'm going to make small concentric circles. What I'm looking for is a nice, even color of the coffee. If I see dark spots on the top while I'm pouring, and other lighter spots, it means I'm maybe not getting the most even saturation. So I want it all to look sort of dark gold brown and a little bit foamy. And I'm going to take it all the way up to 500 grams. And once I get everything nice and evenly colored, I can just center my pour on the center. And I'm up to 500 grams. Now I'm just going to let it drain through, and then I'm going to enjoy some delicious coffee. Do you have any questions, Sean?
No, people are saying that they're enjoying a cup of tea while they're watching.
Cup of tea? Get out of here! Tea common? Yeah. So that is essentially how you brew, or how I brew Chemex coffee. Like I said, there's a lot of different methods out there, but one thing I'm sure of is that this cup is going to be very delicious. Go coffee. Anything? Any questions?
No, we got anything, but we can continue to answer questions live
Cool.
via other formats. Okay, wave and say goodbye.
Good luck on your coffee journey. I love you, America, and other countries that might be tuning in.
And making coffee.